All right, so I'm on the 21st row of our square, and all you want to do is make sure your square can go around your hand comfortably. And so I'm just going to go ahead and go down to the end of the row. How are you guys doing? Happy 4th. I'm just continuing the same stitch we were doing in the first part. Half double crochet. I had this recorded, I thought, and was mistaken. I was talking to myself for no apparent reason for 30 minutes. It was fun. I was super happy. I was like, I may have made up a few new curse words when I figured out it didn't record. But anyway, here we are. We're getting to the end. Okay, last stitch of my 21 rows. Now you may need 20 or 19, or you may need up to 25. It really doesn't matter as long as it'll go around your hand. Now, what you're going to do when you get to the end, we're going to double them up. So you line up those stitches so they line up real nicely, because we're going to be going in the back loop. And then this is actually a front loop now. So let's see, get the right thread, Kelly. All right, so chain 1 and go into the back loop at the first stitch and the front loop of the one on the other side. And then you're going to pull through. You should have, whoops, what's going on? What is happening? Okay, sorry. You're going to pull through both of those and the one on your hook. And hopefully you're going to do it better than I just did. Okay, so that's your first slip stitch. We're going to do 7, and then we'll leave a hole for the thumb. So go in the back loop. Oh man, what's happening right now? In the front loop, pull through 2, pull through the remainder. All right, and now here's 3. And you pull through all 3. It's easier if you do the 2 connecting. And then, okay, now we're going to do 4. Pull through all 3 loops. And 5. And 6. And 7. Now let me make sure on this glove that I've already got partially finished that it was only 7. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. Nope, it was 9. Sorry. So we'll add 2 more stitches. Now you can make it longer than 9 if you want to, or I wouldn't probably make it too much shorter than 9. But okay, there we have. And just kind of put your hand in there so you can see where you want your next stitch to go, right? And what we'll do is just go ahead and we're going to fasten off, yarn over, pull through the loop, and pull and cut your yarn at this point. I already had mine cut because, like I said, I've already recorded this once, or I thought I had. and I had to start over. So, and now I like to reinforce this right here. So I'm going to go back in that stitch and make another little loop. But you don't have to do that if you don't, unless you want to. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to count. Let me see how many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wait a minute, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's how much I left for my. So we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So in this 10th one, in the 10th stitch, you're going to go in the back loop, the 10th stitch from the thumb hole, and make sure these line up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. And go into that front loop like we did before. Now I need new thread to come in here. Okay, sorry about that. All right, now. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and just tie that just to reinforce it, and then go back in the same stitch. And now you have a loop. So you're going to go up one, go in the back stitch and front loop. Get that guy out of the way and pull through just like we did before. And you're going to go down all the way to the end of your glove. Sorry, my hands are shaking, y'all. I had to take some albuterol, and it makes me real shaky. So you don't have to count at this point, because what you're actually going to do is just go down to the end. Just make sure you line up the stitches there. Pull through. I'm trying to watch this. Okay. And just undo that all the way down. This is, I don't know if I mentioned, this is called a slip stitch. So I've got my yarn in the floor here, in a little bag in the floor. All right, my next stitch. Sorry, I got out of focus. I'll be so glad when this camera gets here, if it's what I think it is, it'll be easier for me to record instead of on my phone. And you just kind of go all the way down. Okay. Almost to the end. And just keep going in that back loop and the front loop of the corresponding row. I try to do this looking through the camera. And if you accidentally miss a stitch, this is where you can make it up. You can just fix it at the end there. All right, last stitch. I'm going to go in there. Okay, and then you cut it or you do that. All right, and then you still got this on the hook. You're going to yarn over and pull it through. Okay, so now what you want to do is you take your hook and go back underneath those stitches. Well, if you can do that. Okay, we go back underneath like this, and we're just going to kind of pull the access through, kind of thread it through there, if you will. Well, I say that. Okay. I had to look at it up close there for a minute and just kind of just weave in the ends. You just weave them in by going through other stitches. You weave in all your ends. We're going to pretend I've already done that, okay? And we're going to turn it this way. And then make sure it fits. And it should look something like that. And you can stop right here if you want to. Or you can work around this thumb hole and put a little thumb in there if you want to, using single crochet. But here's the other one. You know, just make sure they both feel like they're supposed to. And there's your fingerless gloves. These are also good for when your steering wheel is really hot. I like to keep a pair in the car for that purpose. But this is how these are worn. Like I said, you can just go around each stitch and do a single crochet and make a thumb if you want to. A lot of times on something like this, I like to get another color and go around the end and make little picots, and we'll go over that at some point. But this is your basic pair of fingerless gloves. Super, super easy to do. These really look neat when you get start using fancy yarn for them, but this is good enough. It'll keep your hands warm and keep you from burning your hands on the steering wheel. So coming up soon, I was going to show you what I found at Hobby Lobby. These are, I don't know if you can tell, these are little cameos, okay? I've got this black cotton thread. Let me grab it. I have this black cotton thread, and I got it at the Dollar Tree. And it's a little thinner than what we were working. We were using 4-ply. Now this is all cotton right here. Something that's fun to do with these is your grandmother or great-grandmother may have made little cloths with these to wash dishes with, because since they're all cotton, they're really nice to use. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a choker. And I'm going to show y'all how to do it. It's called a queen's choker, and it's very basic stitches, and I use cotton for these. And then I'm going to glue this on, a little cameo, kind of just a little decorative choker, easy project. Yeah, these just, you glue these on. And I guess that'll be our next project. So if you want to do the next project with me, get you some cotton yarn, 100% cotton. and go grab it from Dollar Tree, or you can grab it from Hobby Lobby carries them, but you know, the Dollar Tree, it's a little bit less expensive. And I believe, okay, this is a G hook that I recommended y'all use for our gloves project, but we're going to go down to a F or a E to do the choker. So get your favorite color yarn at the Dollar Tree or wherever you get it. Swing by Hobby Lobby or Michael's, or you may have some kind of bauble at home. You could repurpose some beads or jewelry like that for this Queen's choker, and I will go over that. It's one of my patterns that I've written, and we'll go over that, and hopefully we'll... How did my dog's hair get on that? Do you have dogs, and does their hair end up everywhere, especially in black or dark navy? But anyway, that'll be our next project, is the Queen's choker. And thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoy your gloves. And if you have any questions, be sure and email me at kdosborne105@gmail.com, and I'll try to put that link in the description for you. Have a happy 4th. Be safe, be responsible, make good choices, and we'll see you soon.